Absolutely. Absolutely. Johnny Richard. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Johnny, look at Johnny Richard. Johnny exposed himself. Johnny exposed himself with the racial. Wasn't Johnny just in here being all friendly and everything else? And then Johnny goes racial. Uh-oh.
All right, guys, I'm going to bend this down just a little bit because I'm going to go over here and try to have a seat. So, what I was going to speak on is our live tonight. And we've had this before where we've had a lot of racially charged things when people don't get their way in the chat. Then they decide that they're going to start dropping the N-word. And first and foremost, I'm okay. So I wanted to put that out there first and foremost. And I can't tell other people how to feel about these things, but I would prefer that you guys be okay about it. I'm not saying you have to be okay with it, but understand that it's not affecting me in any sort of adverse way. And I understand that it can anger people, but we give them power when we give them emotions like that. So we just have to accept that there is an ugliness in the world that we can't control, we can't stop. But the best way to counter it is by to not give it the attention that it seeks. That's how it lives, is when you feed something, then it continues to thrive and live because it's feeding off of the energy that it's set out for. That being said, this is why we have very specific rules about politics and religion, because those things seem to always stem from these sort of conversations. And I particularly don't ask about people's religion because I don't think that that's the make of somebody's fabric. It can be certain values that they adhere to, beliefs that they follow and study. But I still think at the end of the day, we're seeing people who are asking about religion, and then when they don't get their way, they turn extremely ugly and hateful. So this is not about your religion. This is about you as a person. And what it does is it gives a horrible ambassadorship to people who do believe the same things that this person does, but don't act the same way. And that's the hard part about it. So this is why it's very important for us to discern content of character. It used to be originally, it was content of color over character of skin, or content of character over color of skin, which is the Dr. King philosophy. But we can also look at content of character over earnings, over education, over a lot of things. How is this person treating us? Because you would think somebody would say, hey, you fill in the religion, you fill in the political group, you fill in the education level, the earnings, income, you fill that in. And sometimes we assign them a level of respect that they haven't earned strictly because they are associated with something. Then you find out that they're a terrible person. On the other hand, you can have somebody who is not highly educated, doesn't have a lot of money, and is a good person. Isn't, like, in a lot of cases, just going to religion, isn't that what religion was based off of? The following and teachings of poor people, or the common man. And now you have people following this so-called ideology, and they are punching down on other people. I'm not going to get off on a religious tangent. I'm just explaining our rules, and this is why. Politics are the same thing. Politics are the same thing. People get into these dogfights immediately. The second, then they want to start making things that aren't even political points. They just want to start making jabs at each other. This is why we don't have this at Impact Athletics Association in the chat. This is why we delete the comments, because we don't want it to start a fire that doesn't need to be burning. Not when we're all coming together for something as easy and simple that is beneficial to us all, like health and fitness. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but people like that thrive and exist. But we will use their presence as a lesson and as a talking point to continue to educate ourselves as to how not to respond. But we are certainly not going to give them the energy that they seek, the attention that they crave, by chasing them into the snake pit or into the weeds or wherever they come from. We're simply just going to give them the well-wishing. We're going to give them the block. And guys, we need you to experience Impact at its best as well. Please don't feel the need to jump in as well. We'll move on. We'll get it. The moderators are fantastic, and reporting them is part of what we do as well. So we try to ensure that we have the best possible chat group, the best possible community. We don't need, if we just took everybody, we would probably have a few thousand more viewers or subscribers, but we want quality. We don't need quantity. That is just building just to build. We're building with purpose, and that's the important part. So I thank each and every one of you who understands what I'm talking about, who's understood that even before coming to Impact, and continue to bring that sort of solidarity to Impact. And so that way we're all united front, that when this sort of ugliness tries to come to the gate, it has no place to pass. It's not just about race. If we had women, if people were misogynistic, or objectifying, we would not stand for that. If we had people with disabilities, we would not stand for that. We don't tolerate ageism. We don't tolerate these things. We're all here for one reason, and this is the principles and ideologies and values that we will defend here. Those of you who it's for, we love having you here. Those of you who it's not for,
Johnny went racial. Guys, I'm telling you, you can't make it up. You can't make it up that he lost so much of his emotional control that's where he had to go. He lost so much of his emotional control that's where he had to go. He was punching air. Did you see him? He was punching air. Oh my goodness.
You're free to come back when it is for you. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I appreciate your time, and I'm going to leave it at that. And as always, I hope this finds everybody in your place, pursuit or beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. And, like we like to say, HWPO, that means hard work pays off. And this is the Impact Athletics Association. And just because, we're going to leave some other videos and maybe the subscription button. So pass it on, share the positive energy, and we'll see you guys soon.